rate of the GST, the Arvind Subramanain panel has cautioned the centre to devise a fair and transparent compensation formula for states. So if there is a revenue shortage, states will still retain the right to levy additional taxes on petroleum products and alcohol, even if these are included in the GST chain, which they currently are not. Sapna reports that the panel has also suggested a higher exemption limit of 40 lakhs for the GST against what's been proposed currently. Let's take a look at the details, the fine print of the Subramanian panel.
The GST panel headed by Arvind Subramanain has given food for thought to the government on its ambitious tax reform. Stressing on the need to reassure states, the panel has pushed for clear rules on compensation to avoid glitches and controversy in rolling out GST. The panel has also cautioned that the compensation formula will have to factor in falling inflation, as that will impact nominal GDP and hence the revenue outlook for both centre and states. As a way out of a possible revenue shortfall, the panel says, apart from raising the GST rates itself, states will continue to have the power to levy additional tax on alcohol and petroleum, even if they're brought in the GST ambit, while both centre and states may tax tobacco at higher rates. And finally, as a last resort, the centre could even afford to relax its deficit target based on the fact that was actually an investment for implementing unprecedentedly ambitious tax reform with enormous long-run gains. Moreover, a moderately higher deficit due to a low GST will benefit consumers, especially the poorer ones.
While GST compensation funds may be required only practically towards the end of the first year of implementation of GST, the Chief Economic Advisor has red-flagged the possible impact of falling inflation on the fiscal roadmap. He has also red-flagged the need to keep the GST compensation rules clear and simple so that there is no trust deficit between the centre and the states. The panel also goes on to suggest that the 2% rate band included in the Constitution Amendment Bill may have to be revisited, as this could prove to be distortionary, defeating the purpose of a unified market.
The report says if states exercise the rate band, there will be varying rates for a product and will not lead to any meaningful additional fiscal autonomy for states. Plus, rate bands would also create complications for administering CVD or countervailing duties, thus making domestic manufacturing more expensive in comparison to imports. The CA panel has also pushed for keeping the GST exemption threshold at 40 lakhs annually against the current proposal of keeping it at 25 lakhs. The panel says this will minimize the burden on small taxpayers, but state finance ministers are divided on these issues in the last few years, with some states suggesting to keep the exemption threshold unchanged at 10 lakhs to protect their tax base, while others are agreeable to raising it to a maximum of 15 lakhs. In New Delhi, Sapna.